First-based solutions, changing views to get a better perspective. MapCast, imagery on demand. In this video, you will learn how to connect to MapCast, display aerial imagery and elevation contours, analyze your own mapping data in context, and explore year-over-year changes in land use patterns. Lesson 2, Display. In my ArcMap example, I'll add in a World Countries layer to give some context to the MapCast imagery. Expand the MapCast layer and you'll see the imagery that's available arranged in a hierarchy of 3 levels, grouped geographically by province, then by county, then by year if the county has multiple imagery sets available. Check all the imagery sets that you'd like to be visible, and don't forget to also turn on the county and province groups the imagery is grouped under. Contour elevations can be found at the top of the list for Ontario. Initially, the map is displayed with a plain old geographic projection, but since I'm going to be working in the Toronto area, I'm going to change the coordinate system for the MapCast imagery to NAD 83 UTM Zone 17N, which is the most common projection for working in South Central Ontario. You can see the effect this has on the shape of Western Canada since the map is now focused on Ontario. Open the properties for all layers and you'll see the coordinate system change has been applied there as well. Zoom in on Ontario and you'll see the shape of the region looks familiar and undistorted using this projection. The Properties dialog shows the same types of properties you'd see in any other type of layer. Here you can rename the layer and set the scale range. The data source is the URL you copied and pasted earlier. To streamline the tree structure in the table of contents, you can choose only the layers you're actively working with under the Layers tab. Only the layers listed on the right will be available until you change the setting. This is a good practice to help save bandwidth since you'll be temporarily unable to draw layers outside your area of interest. The visibility, zoom, and pan options work the same as with any other layer. Here, I'm only interested in Peel region, so I'll turn other layers off to save bandwidth. Another way to save bandwidth is to use image caching. The cached image will be temporarily saved, so it doesn't need to be reloaded until you zoom, pan, or make a new image layer visible. This feature will increase the speed and performance if your work tends to keep you in the same area of the map for a long time. You've now completed the display portion of the tutorial. The lesson continues in Part 3, Analyze. For more information and to subscribe to MapCast, please visit firstbasesolutions.com.